may have to shut it down and start again because we're having problems again. So, sorry guys.
Redeye today. Edward George Redeye was the chairman of the board of the Union Broadcasting Systems, and he died at 11 o'clock this morning of a heart condition, and woe is us. We're in a lot of trouble. So, a rich little man with white hair died. What has that got to do with the price of rice, right? And why is that woe to us? Because you people and 62 million other Americans are listening to me right now. Because less than 3% of you people read books. Because less than 15% of you read newspapers. Because the only truth you know is what you get over this tube. Right now, there is an entire generation that never knew anything that didn't come out of this tube. This tube is the gospel. The ultimate revelation. This tube can make or break presidents, popes, prime ministers. This tube is the most awesome goddamn force in the whole godless world. And woe is us if it ever falls into the hands of the wrong people. And that's why woe is us that Edward George Redeye died. Because this company is now in the hands of CCA, the Communication Corporation of America. There's a new chairman of the board, a man called Frank Hackett, sitting in Mr. Ruddy's office on the 20th floor. And when the 12th largest company in the world controls the most awesome goddamn propaganda force in the whole godless world, who knows what shit will be peddled for truth on this network? So you listen to me. Listen to me. Television is not the truth. Television is a goddamn amusement park. Television is a circus, a carnival, a traveling troupe of acrobats, storytellers, dancers, singers, jugglers, sideshow freaks, lion tamers, and football players. We're in the boredom-killing business. So if you want the truth, go to God. Go to your gurus. Go to yourselves, because that's the only place you're ever going to find any real truth. But man, you're never going to get any truth from us. We'll tell you anything you want to hear. We lie like hell. We'll tell you that Kojak always gets the killer and that nobody ever gets cancer in Archie Bunker's house. And no matter how much trouble the hero is in, don't worry, just look at your watch. At the end of the hour, he's going to win. We'll tell you any shit you want to hear. We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true. But you people sit there day after day, night after night, all ages, colors, creeds. We're all you know. You're beginning to believe the illusions we're spinning here. You're beginning to think that the tube is reality and that your own lives are unreal. You do whatever the tube tells you. You dress like the tube. You eat like the tube. You raise your children like the tube. You even think like the tube. This is mass madness, you maniacs. In God's name, you people are the real thing. We are the illusion. So turn off your television sets. Turn them off now. Turn them off right now. Turn them off and leave them off. Turn them off right in the middle of the sentence I'm speaking to you now. Turn them off.
And
Good morning.
Lighting up, she's smoking
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I got a late start today, my bad.
Of a man she hasn't seen, and there's no real one emotion she can say what she needs. First second she hates you, then she's horny. Baby, stay with me, please.
You guys know that
She
song.
can't
If you guys are new,
imagine
if you guys haven't been here
staying
for a
the
while,
night here by
this is the
yourself.
theme song
You're the
to the
mercy.
show. I'm on my way by the artist
Cause
Theo
all the
Vaughn.
guys,
Who's
they
in
go
the chat
to
right now?
hell.
What's up,
Taking
my
your
man?
phone, she
Good morning, everybody. How you guys doing? How you guys doing?
Back
Kathy,
on
good
the
morning.
shelf.
Molly Lee in the
She's
house. We have
crazy
not seen
and
Molly
I
Lee in
love
so
it,
long.
and I want her
Good to see you,
myself.
Molly.
Saying it's hard with your day, with you now. You open the door and your man
Good
walk
morning.
out.
What's up,
He
Theo
said he
Vaughn?
got
Good morning,
tired
good
of
morning,
the
good
games
morning.
you play,
Doobie
never
Wop
gave it
420,
some
good
thought,
morning.
but
Bam,
I
Britt.
can't stay.
Bam,
Feeling some
bam,
ground with the
bam.
with the
What's up,
phone,
Dan
but
Britt?
you hit the phone, but your
Joey,
man
what's up,
won't
Joey
call. Like a
Flag?
Superman pose with a brand new
Good
cape.
morning,
Papa,
everybody.
give me some love and I'm on my way. I'm on my way, wait, wait, wait. I'm on my way, wait, wait, wait.
Sorry about all the technical
I'm on
difficulties
my
this
way,
morning.
wait,
I'm still
wait,
trying to get
wait.
this down to a science here.
I'm on my way, wait, wait, wait.
Oh, let me get my notes. Hold up.
Stuck in your apartment. You say that you got some big surprise. I think that I like this. Taking my time, you blind my eyes. I beg you for more, more. I hear my door
Tiny
close, damn, she
boxes.
just lied. This girl is a tease, I mean with ease. She makes me wanna run die. She's standing alone, but with her guy, she paid the price.
Good morning, everybody. That's the jam right there. I'm on my way.
Bluff, he rolled the dice, but
little
let
bit
me
late.
go now.
Sorry.
Long you hear the
Good morning,
song,
everybody. How
take
you guys
off,
doing?
what your man just putting to me low key. I may want you, girl, when you're bad. Same was hard with your day, with your
Love this song, Theo Vaughn. I love this song, my friend. It gets better every time I hear it, man. Better every time.
Feeling some ground with the feet, with the ball. Got your ear to the phone, but your man won't call. I have a Superman pose with a brand new cape. Papa, give me some love and I'm on my way. I'm on my way, wait, wait, wait.
Good morning, guys. I hope you guys are doing great this
I'm
morning.
on my way.
Good morning.
Wait, wait. I'm on my way.
Thank you for letting me use the song, Theo Vaughn. I appreciate you.
I'm on my way. Wait.
Woo! Man, sorry about the late start. I had a rough time sleeping last night. Not because of Valentine's Day related activities. I was actually alone yesterday. You love this song, right, Tiny? It's great. Love it. Courtesy of the artist Theo Vaughn right there. Thank you for letting me use this song. I'm telling you, in a couple years, I'm going to have to pay for that. I better buy the NFT now. I got to buy that NFT now.
Do that. Why isn't there leather on
Okay,
these?
autoplay is supposed to be off while you auto playing. Why are you auto playing right now? Why would you do that? Oh, I get it. Anyways. Yeah, good morning, everybody. How you guys doing? Sorry about the glasses and the late start. I was tossing and turning all night. That's what the kids are calling it these days. Yeah, I had a tough time sleeping. And so, you know, me, like my mind just goes. If I'm awake, my mind is going. So if I wake up at like 2 a.m. and I try to lay my head back down, my mind is already, my mind's up. My mind's like, F you, body. We're going. We're thinking of ideas, you know? So it's like, you know, in the middle of the night and I'm thinking of ideas for the show. I'm thinking of ideas for my life. I'm thinking of, I'm thinking of the grand picture. It's crazy. Muchos gracias, people. Let's get the West Side blessings now. You guys are blessing me with your presence. Your presence is the present. That's hella corny. So yeah, I just have like overactive mind, and just the shit that runs through it sometimes is just like, why do I think at 2:30 a.m. that there is a religious conspiracy that has to do with chicken? Why is my mind thinking that way? Obviously, it's not that way, but I don't know. So I was writing these notes on my phone in the middle of the night. I wrote, and bear with me here. I'm not trying to start a religious debate, but Chick-fil-A is known as the Christian chicken joint, okay? Then there's Popeyes, which they don't really have a denomination, but if you break it down, it's really 2 words. It's Pope yes, okay? So Pope Yes Chicken, Catholic chicken joint. Boom, right there. And then there's another chicken joint out there called Church's Chicken. All right? Oh, my fucking pen. Fucking mind blown, right? Christian chicken, Catholic chicken, Church's chicken. What are they trying to tell us? What are they trying to sell us? What's going on here? I don't get it. I thought of... Sorry. That was such a corny ass joke. See, this is the kind of stuff when I wake up at 2:30 in the morning, I should not be writing down. I should not be writing these jokes down. Either way, that was my religious chicken joke. religious chicken restaurant joke that I wrote at 2:32 in the morning. Wow, we're really highbrow over here. Good morning. Good morning. Nachos suck the next day. I'll tell you that. That's one thing, like, you know, we always think about things that can't be heated up the next day. Nachos is one of them. It's only good that day, and it's got a really limited time. You know, it just starts to deteriorate and fall down. Nachos the next day are not the business, you know. It's one of those few foods that you can't have the next day. That, and I don't like fish the next day for some reason. There's something about fish. I don't like putting fish in a microwave. Maybe it's because it makes the microwave smell forever. Like if you cook fish in a microwave, that's gonna be the fish microwave now. Just know that's the fish microwave. And when you make popcorn, it's gonna be fish popcorn from then on. You know, you're gonna make oatmeal, it's gonna be fish oatmeal. I was just in a live stream and users named Devil's Advocate and Jesus Advocate were at war with each other. Well, you know what? They should settle that debate over some good old chicken. You know what I'm saying? They could. I like Christian chicken. I like Catholic chicken. Let's just go to Church's chicken. How about that? Just one church, you know? Maybe churches, it is in the hood. Maybe it's maybe that's a Baptist joint. All right, just joking. Stupid chicken jokes, man. Oh my goodness. How was everybody's day yesterday? Let me know if you guys had a wonderful Valentine's Day celebration. Did you bust out the candles? Did you have a little sexy time? Did you have a little oh don't move? Did you have a little bit of that going on? Was it fun? Did you have, or maybe it was maybe you took it easy. Maybe you busted out the coupons. Maybe you redeemed the back massage coupon. You know, maybe you're past all that young stuff. Maybe you're past all the young boy stuff and you're ready to just, you know, be at peace with the other person. It doesn't have to be about sexy lingeries and stuff like that, you know? Maybe you just busted out the coupon and said, you know what? Hun, you're cooking dinner for me tonight. And then, you know, then the wife says, yeah, well, guess what? You're rubbing my back and feet because I'm cashing these in. You didn't say that I couldn't cash in 2 at a time. There was no fine print at the bottom. I could use as many of these coupons at once. I could use them all at once. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully you guys had a wonderful Valentine's Day. I know some of you guys are coupled up. I don't know why I was going for the scissors like that. I know a couple of you guys are coupled up out there. I know Steelfon is married. Steelfon is married. He's a married young man. He actually wrote a song called Marry Me. Beautiful song. I'm guessing who you wrote that about, wifey. Let's see. I've been making the kids eat leftover nachos for 2 days now. Parent fell, LOL. Well, I'll tell you what. Kids' sensibilities are a little bit different than adult sensibilities. So that could be like your child's dream right now. They're just like, oh my God, Ma let us eat nachos for breakfast. Oh my God, I'm the luckiest child in the world. Whereas, you know, as an adult, you realize like nachos the next day are just, it's like someone like deconstructed a taco, you know, and just cut it, you know, dissected it and deconstructed tacos and just put them on a plate and reheated it up, you know, because the chips, which once were chips, are now like thin, translucent, grease-soaked pieces of tortilla, you know? Which actually, I don't know, kind of sounds good now that I think about it. But here's the thing about nachos also. There's too much cold stuff on top to be reheated. You get and I know I'm spending a lot of time on nachos right now because I didn't write stuff for the show, so we're just going to have to go talk about nachos for at least 45 more minutes, and then I'll be right on track. See, the chips, all right, the chips are hot, all right, and crispy, you know, they're there at the bottom. Then on top of that, you put the meat, the beans, and cheese. Also, here's a problem with nachos out there. Anybody out there who has a restaurant, if you're making nachos at home, layer the cheese, man. Layer the cheese. A thin layer of chips, cheese, thin layer of chips, cheese, thin layer of chips, ton of cheese. But you got to have the layered cheese because we got to have those layered out. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to parse them out if it's just like one. You get it. But then on top of all the hot stuff, they put the cold stuff: some pico de gallo, sour cream, and guacamole. These things don't heat up very well. If you've noticed, sour cream in the microwave just sucks. It sucks. It just like coagulates. That's all I'm saying. But how much longer I got for the nacho talk? All right, 44 minutes? 43 minutes. All right, 43 more minutes on nachos. Where are we going to go? Stick and move. I'm just joking. My cats was my Valentine. I bought them a heart-shaped scratching cardboard thing and ate some dark chocolate Easter candy. Oh, Cassie, you're just like me. I cuddled up to my kitty cat last night. I do, like I've mentioned this, I think every hour on the hour to everybody I ever meet, I do have a significant other now. I do have what is called a girlfriend. It's confirmed. It's confirmed. We are a couple. We are girlfriend and boyfriend, you know. I had to, make sure. Said, I've been calling you my girlfriend, but is that cool? Like, I didn't know. Am I overstepping a boundary right there? By the way, this is no longer a phone. I'm showing my age when I do that. When I say like, oh, hey, blah, blah, blah. No one does this anymore. This is not a phone anymore. It used to be. You used to be like, hello, yeah. And I called him up and I was like, hey, dude, hey, bro, cool. Not a phone anymore. This is a phone now. You know what I'm saying? If you had a millennial mime talking on a phone, they wouldn't go like this. They don't know what this is. What's this? What's this? What are these things right here? That's not a phone. You know what I'm saying? That's a shaka. Yeah, this is a phone now. Isn't that weird? Like in 10 years time, no one's going to know this reference anymore. It's only going to be this. People are just always going to be like, so I called him up and I was like, hey, what's up? Where are you at? And then he was like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's going away, guys. Just like the button pushing. Like, I don't know. When I was growing up, like all buttons, like we push buttons with our finger. Like that. Beep, beep, beep. Nowadays, I don't know the last time I used my index finger to push a button. It's always the thumb now. I don't know why we were doing that for so long. Like, you have no control there, and you're trying to hit something at the last minute and you just like misjudge it and you like don't hit the doorbell. Doorbells, not even gonna need those anymore. You just walk up to the door and wave. Hey, it's me. I know you're watching. Do your ring. The world is changing. We're in the future. We're in the year 2000. And there was a time where the year 2000 seemed like the future. Now we're in 2022. I had to look at the date. Did you see that? I had to look at the date, confirm that it's 2022. Oh my God. Let's see. Ton of cheese is a must. Yes, Molly. Yes, Molly. A ton of cheese is a must. Cheese is the main ingredient of the nacho. I mean, let's really think about it right now. I'm glad you brought the nachos back up because I got like 44 minutes to talk about nachos. Without the cheese, it's just a plate of chips. That's it, And you can't just have a plate of chips with meat and beans and all that stuff on it. There's nothing that brings it together. The cheese is the unifier. You know what I'm saying? It's the unity of the whole dish. Oh yeah, Tiny, you haven't been here. Do your neighbors know your name this morning? You dirty dog, you. Steel Fawn, that's so funny that you say that. Because, well, okay, so I wasn't able to, me and my girlfriend were not able to see each other yesterday. The schedule did not work out that way. But she is coming here today, so we will have a belated Valentine's Day celebration. Which means daytime sex. But that's so funny, Steel Fawn, because I put that song on my playlist. What is that? Trey Songz, Neighbors Know My Name. I put that on my playlist. So yeah, I don't know if the neighbors are gonna know my name. Well, I'm not gonna go into it, but this person does not really call me by the name you guys know me by. I have a different name for this person. I'm not even sure if she really knows my whole name. I don't know. We haven't really gotten that far yet. You know, we're at the stage where we're boyfriend and girlfriend right now. We don't really know each other's full name yet. You know, but soon I think we're gonna make some great strides in that department. Yes, Tiny Boxes. I do have a girlfriend now, and it's great. It's great. You know, it's nice having someone in your life if you want that kind of thing. You know, there are times in my life where I didn't want that. There were times in my life where I was not receptive to having a girlfriend or anybody in my life like that. And I was quite happy, quite happy. But over the last couple of years, I've been kind of opening up to the idea of being in a relationship again. And literally, this year, the latter half of this year, like after summer, I really started feeling the drive to have a significant other in my life. So once I kind of opened myself up to that, I started realizing like I was more receptive, you know? And when I would talk to people, I would realize, oh, maybe she's flirting with me right now. You know, I'm pretty sure this girl right here is flirting with me, you know? Well, I mean, she wasn't. She was just a door-to-door salesman, but you got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You got to get out there. You got to get back out there. You know. Yes. So she's coming over. She's coming over today in actually a few hours. Like right when I'm done with the show, I'm gonna do that thing that men do. Maybe women do it too. I'm gonna do that thing that we do when our significant other is coming over, and they haven't been around, for a few days. She hasn't been in the house for a little while. So I'm doing that thing that we do where I'm going to do Tasmanian Devil on the house real quick and just make sure that everything is clean, Because, I mean, look, I'm not a dirty person, but there's a difference between, like, single man clean and having a woman over clean. You know what I'm saying? And, like, I'm going to clean. I'm just going to clean everything. You know what I'm saying? Just get down on it, clean everything. And then what my move is, I act like it's dirty. You know what I'm saying? I know you guys do this too, where you clean your ass off. You've been sweating over it all night, like just every single detail. Oh my God. All right, did I get that? Oh, I forgot that. Oh my God, what was I thinking? Oh, wipe that up, clean that up. Oh, throw that in the washer. Okay, start the wash. Okay, I gotta put the dishes away. Oh my God, I'm so tired. And they come in, you're like, hey, what's up? Oh, sorry, the place is so dirty. I'm sorry it's so dirty. I haven't had time to clean it all. And then the other person is like, what are you talking about? It's spotless. It's so clean. No, I didn't wipe the walls with bleach, and I didn't prepare to like completely move out of this apartment to get my security deposit back. So yeah, it's really dirty right now. You know what I'm saying? I know you guys know what I'm saying. Let's say I sent my $600 GPS to get fixed, and they sent me back two. They sent you two back? Let's go. All right, D-Grade. Put it on eBay. D-Grade on eBay. D-Bay. That happened to me one time at Costco. And I'm a pretty honest person. And I especially I always show the employees the benefit of the doubt. Well, I know you know how Costco works, unless you're like, I don't know, like Jodie Foster and Nell. You know what I'm saying? Hucka bee. Like if you were just like plucked out of the Amazon jungle, you wouldn't know how Costco works. But I'm pretty sure we all know how Costco works. Well, when you buy a big ticket item from Costco, you don't walk it out the store usually. Sometimes you go to a cage and you have a little slippy. You slip them the slip. And I bought an external hard drive one time. And I go to the cage thing, and I'm sitting there, and the girl in the cage is talking to a guy outside of the cage, and they're just yammering away, yap 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 yap, talking about completely personal stuff, you know. And I'm just sitting there at the cage. I'm being cool, you know. I get it. I'm chilling, you know, waiting for them to acknowledge me in any single way possible. And I realize they're not going to wrap this conversation up anytime soon. And they're not going to say like, oh, let's finish this conversation. I'm going to help this guy real quick. They are intent on finishing this conversation, and then they'll get to me, which is cool, but I was really in the mood for a chicken bake. So it's kind of like, let's get this show on the road. So they're talking, and then I start to kind of get a little like impatient. I know I'm impatient when I shift my legs. You know, I'll be like standing kind of like leaning one side, and whenever I lean to the other side, I'll be like, that's a sign. That's a sign that I'm done. Like, we got to get this show on the road. So they finally wrap up their conversation. He walks away, and then she finally turns to me, and she's like, how can I help you? And I'm like, yes, I have this ticket for an external hard drive. I'm buying at the time, it was a 500 gig hard drive, which like now my phone has 500 gigs, you know? But at the time in 2012, a 500 gig hard drive was like a big deal. Oh my God, 500 gigs? Oh my God, you could store the world on it. You're gonna store the Library of Alexandria on that damn thing. Now I realize like 500 gigs is nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's like a couple Marvel movies. So anyways, I'm buying this 500 gig, and the girl's like not paying attention to me whatsoever. She gets the ticket, and she's still kind of like having like the parting conversation with this guy. Like they're doing little like parting shots. You know what I'm saying? Like you ever see two people talking, but they're both like last word freaks? Like both of them need to get the last word in. And so that's what was happening. Like she would say something, and I was like, oh, that's a good parting line. And then he would say something, and I was like, oh, he got you on that one. That's a good parting line. And they kept going back and forth while they were walking away. So she was completely like not even paying attention to me. So she looks at the slip for 1 second, and like it puts it down and just grabs something off the shelf and hands it to me. And she's still doing the last word thing with this dude. And I take the package, and I'm like, oh, this is a excuse me. This is the wrong one. She ended up by giving me a 2 terabyte hard drive, external hard drive, instead of the 500 gigs. It was like ridiculously almost $100 or $80 more expensive than the one that I was buying. And so I want to give her the benefit of the doubt, because I didn't want her to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I know they're going to take inventory on that someday, and they're going to be like, Heather, looks like we're missing a blah, blah, blah. So I waited for a second, and I was staring at her, waiting for her to acknowledge me again. But she was basically like, you gave me a ticket, I gave you the product, leave. So I waited and waited and waited, and I just walked off. What was the purpose of that story? Was it about the chicken bake? Was I focused on the chicken bake? Let's see who's here right now. You better get that full name and age. Oh, I got the age. I know that. I know when she was born. I'm not sure about the full name. I can hardly wait for that bachelor party. Oh, a West Side bachelor party? Yo, forget about it, all right? Tom Hanks ain't got nothing on me. Showing my age once again. That movie's from like 81. West Side wet wipe. Speaking of cleaning, I have a company soon. I got to run, but just want to pop in and say hi. I love when my notification popped up. XOXOXO. See you soon. Tiny boxes. Have a great day. Exclamation point lurk. Ooh, by the way, guys. I'm going to add some stuff here in the chat. I'm going to add commands and some games and all that kind of stuff, because I realized that Streamlabs allows me to do all that kind of stuff. So we could do heists and gambles and all that kind of stuff. I just got to get up off my ass and do it. But yeah, I did some tinkering around with the stream yesterday. You might have noticed earlier I was able to put some stuff on the screen. People were like, yo, we can see your Instagram, bro. I'm going to figure that out. I'll figure that out. But yeah, I'm working on adding some more production to the stream, so it's not just so bare bones and it's just a guy talking to a camera. We'll work on it. What's up, Kareen? How you doing? Rosie, the truth shall overcome. Cassie, I was clean for 2 hours this morning. My back is so sore, but they're finally bringing the part to fix my dishwasher that's been broken for a month and a half. I remember you were talking about that for so long. You were talking about that like back in the other channel days. Oh my God, Cassie, you've had to hand wash dishes for a month and a half. A month and a half? That sucks. Even though I'll say it right now. I think I've said this before. Hand washing dishes is so easy. You know, I mean, really, it's not a big deal to hand wash the dishes. It's just you don't want to do it right after you ate. You eat, and then you want to sit and watch dinner. I watch TV. You don't want to sit there and clean all the plates. But you don't just want the dirty dishes sitting out because it looks gross. All the dishwasher is just a holding tank for dishes until you're ready to put them away. You know what I'm saying? Because we could hand wash the dishes. I could knock out some dishes like immediately. I don't need the dish. Actually, I can hand wash the dishes and they'll dry in record time. I'll have the dishes done in like an hour and a half. They'll be dried and ready to put away. Whereas if you put them in the dishwasher, it takes, you know, you get them the next day and you open up the dishwasher and they're still all wet. They're still soaking wet. And I've told you guys this before because every single dish has an indentation on the bottom that is there purposely to hold water and to mess me up and to get my kitchen floor wet. It upsets me. It upsets me greatly. If you're making dishes, mugs, plates, bowls in this society in year 2022, why do you put an indentation on the bottom of your cups? Why are you doing that? And another thing that just gets me, if you are in the business of like, if you're in the business of slow moving liquids, and by that I mean any slow moving liquid, shampoo, honey, anything like that. If you don't make a bottle that doesn't stand upside down, you're terrible. You're a terrible human being. You know, if you're out there, if you're the head of Johnson & Johnson and you say, oh, we got this new shampoo, it's you know, it's extra thick and it moves extra slow and we're going to put it in a squeeze bottle, but the bottle can only stand right side up. And we're going to make the cap like a fucking pyramid. So you can't stand it up. You got to like jam it against the shower and lean it against, and anytime like you bump into the wall, it's going to fall down on your feet. It upsets me. It upsets me that in 2022, there are still bottles that can't stand on their head. Why would you make a round cap to like a shampoo bottle? You know, why would you make a tippy tip thing on a honey bottle? You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm going to want to flip that motherfucker over. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. I'm trying to cut back on the swears, but I'm really passionate about slow moving liquids being in upside down bottles. Whew, man, I get really stressed out when I think about that. Let's see. Good movie. What did I say? What movie did I just mention? Sorry. Bam Britt with the Dolphins. Kareen, you're at the office. Okay. Figured out how to do a VR screen, kind of. Good movie. The clip that I played earlier from Network, I love it. It's revelatory. You know, in the clip I played last week with Howard Beale talking about, I don't know what to do about the Russians or the crime or the poverty. It's just like, dude, he's bringing up issues that we're facing today. And the movie was written in, 1976? Amazing. I am a real big fan of things that were written in the past that are relevant now. Love it. That's why I play a lot of clips from, I play clips, the Great Dictator speech, written in, 1946? Still relevant today. My Dinner with Andre, Network. There's just a ton of these movies that are still completely relevant. Ugh. Figured out how to do a VR screen, kind of. Oh, VR stream? It sucks, especially when the sink is too low for your weight. Corporate greed. They don't want to be able to reach the bottom and instead go buy another bottle. Exactly. Even though I will give props to, what is it? Clorox? Clorox has a... Clorox... I used like this Clorox spray on my bathroom and stuff. It's like a bleach spray, but they have a tube that goes from the shooty part, you know, the nozzle. It's like a straw, and it goes down the bottle, and it goes to the bottom. So when you have that spray, you could literally spray. It sprays from the bottom, and you could literally use every last ounce of the spray. Props to you guys, Clorox or whoever, whatever. Yeah, Clorox company, right? Yeah. So I was just I've just been cleaning my ass off. Not cleaning my actual ass off. I mean, I clean that too, but yeah, just been cleaning. I'm doing the vacuuming, the cleaning. Cleaned the bathroom last night. The only thing I have to do is cleaning the tub, which is I always leave the tub for last because it's just like it. You can't just like, okay, you could clean the bathroom counter and be fully dressed. You know what I'm saying? You could wear a tuxedo and clean the bathroom counter and still be wearing a tuxedo. But you can't clean the tub without getting a little dirty. You know what I'm saying? You can't clean the shower without getting a little dirty. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's not something you could just pop in and pop out. Oh, I'm going to wear this. I'm going to wear this suit, but pop in and clean my tub real quick and rinse it all down and walk out completely dry. So like the tub is always something for me. It's just like, all right, I need some tub activities. You know what I'm saying? I need some shower business for me to go and clean the tub. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's like, oh, I'm going to clean the tub and take a shower at the same time. I like to multitask, you know? So the tub is always the last thing that I clean. Even though I just took a shower, but yeah, I'm going to go and clean the tub after this. I absolutely can't stand this. And I know I'm random today, but on the side of my toilet, where they screw the toilet into the floor, there's like these little bolts that stick up out of the toilet porcelain. And to cover those bolts up, they always just put these little plastic caps on them. But the caps never stay. There's no way they just kind of rest there. You know, and it's just like it's I know I keep saying it, but it's the year 2022. Can we figure something out a little bit better? Can we figure something out better than just just these little plastic, it's just like little rests. They just rest there. And when you're cleaning everything, then they knock them over, and you got to touch them and stuff like that. And like the toilet seats, you know, like you still have to reach under there and like screw stuff in. I don't like touching all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. Why can't we figure that out? It's 2022. I want a Toto toilet. That settles it. By the way, I hooked up my phone, so now I can see the text messages come on my screen. So if ever you see me like look at my screen and just start busting out laughing, it's because somebody is texting me. Somebody out there is texting me. So Pavel, what's up, Pavel? Vum to day. Right on. How'd you find my stream, Pavel? Pavel, nazdrawi. Dobry utra. Corporate greed. Oh, I'm reading old stuff here. Sometimes like we get random people to pop in this room and I'm just like, how did you find my stream? 125 followers, 10 people watching me right now. How did you find me, man? Amazing. Oh, so hopefully you guys had a great Valentine's Day. I tried to watch the Super Bowl yesterday, but I'll tell you, I couldn't get into it. You know, it already happened. There's something about not watching a live sport. Like I can't, it's not like I'm sitting there analyzing the game. Plus it's the last game of the year, you know? So it's not like I'm like analyzing it from a statistical point of view. Like, oh, that guy's good, I'm going to put him on my fantasy team. No, I don't have to worry about that for another 7 months, you know? So I didn't watch any of the game. I literally fast forwarded through all the game and was watching the commercials. I got to the halftime show and then I stopped. And that's when I started cleaning. So I have not watched the halftime show yet. I know that like people are giving Snoop Dogg flack for smoking a blunt before the halftime show. And it's like, I wouldn't give Snoop Dogg flack if he smoked a blunt before like a baptism. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would be upset if I invited Snoop Dogg somewhere and he didn't smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Snoop Dogg was going to the White House and he's gonna like meet the president in the Oval Office, I assume that Snoop is somewhere going to smoke a blunt. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want the sober Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Like if I invite Snoop to a function, you know, a wedding, you know what I'm saying? A baptism, a confirmation. I better smell him. You know what I'm saying? I better smell that sticky yicky yicky. Ooh, wait. Pavel is a bot. Delete. Yeah. People are like, oh, there's footage of Snoop Dogg smoking a blunt before the halftime show. I'm like, yeah, he's a performer. What do you think? That's his spinach. You know what I'm saying? What do you think he does before any performance? He smokes a blunt, you know? If he didn't smoke a blunt, that means he doesn't respect your show, okay? Don't give him flack. But I didn't see the show yet, so I'm going to watch it. Hopefully when I get off the stream, I'll finish watching that. Eminem was getting flack for kneeling. Like, okay. I can kind of see, well, I can't even say I can kind of see, but at least there's an argument where people say they don't want the players kneeling on the field. I get that. Okay, fine. You want to stay neutral or whatever. You know, you want to keep your blinders on. And you don't want the players kneeling for whatever reason. I mean, you control what the players, you know, you control the numbers of players on the field, what they dress, how they wear their uniforms. You control everything about them. I get it. Okay, so you want to control that too. But Eminem is not a player. He's not affiliated with the National Football League whatsoever. And he kneels while he's putting on a live performance, which is just like, that's his performance. Like, what are you going to say? He can't kneel? NFL said beforehand that he wasn't allowed to kneel. It's like, he's a performer. You know what I'm saying? He's putting on, you wouldn't tell a dancer like, oh, hey, I'm sorry, Mrs. You know, ballerina lady, no pirouettes. Yeah, no pirouettes at all during your performance. You're not allowed to. Sorry, Colin Kaepernick used to do pirouettes, so we can't have you pirouetting. Sorry. Like, what the hell? And Eminem obviously wasn't kneeling like Colin Kaepernick. It wasn't a Colin Kaepernick reference at all. I think if you guys know football and if you watched what he did, he was obviously doing a homage to Tim Tebow, you know, who was the first quarterback kicked out of the league for kneeling. Not many people talk about that because he's white. I'm just joking. Don't cancel me. Let's see. I don't care if it's a legal state. Smoke anyway. If it's not legal, smoke anyway. Exactly, Cassie. Smoke it up. Hey, smoke up, Johnny. I mean, look. Weed has been so prominent in pop culture for so long, and it was illegal until, like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. It's ridiculous, you know? It's completely ridiculous. I've talked about the ridiculousness of the legalization of marijuana, you know. I talked about this last week. It's like the evangelicals and the conservatives, they don't want to legalize marijuana, you know, but they're also the ones who are pro-God. It's like, guess what? Guess who made weed? That guy or woman upstairs, they made it. They created the seed. They gave it unto us. And they said, enjoy the fruits of the earth or whatever. You know, I've never read the Bible. But all I know is that we didn't come up with this idea. We didn't just like AI, artificially intelligent, digitally print out a seed and start growing weed like the other day. No, it's been around for fucking ever. You know what I'm saying? So if you think weed is illegal, well, I don't think you like God very much. You know, it just kind of seems like it's hypocritical. I just learned that word. Multisyllabic. My girlfriend's driving over. Be careful if you're listening, Mrs. Girlfriend. If you're listening, be careful on the road. It is nasty out there. Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. Even though it's starting to clear up a little bit here, it rained all freaking night. And it was like that hard rain, you know? Like that Christian Slater hard rain. showing my age again. I could hear it on my window. Like little BBs. It wasn't like hail. It was like hard rain. Yeah. So, you guys are quiet today. It's fine. I have down days too, like today. It is episode 6, Return of the Redeye. I don't think I'm going to keep doing the Star Wars references though, because let's just face it. I'm going to have to go back to episode 1, which is the Phantom Menace. No, I'm just joking. I don't even know. I got to tell you guys right now, I love the Star Wars series and stuff like that, but I don't even know off the top of my head the last 3 movies. Episode 7 was the one with Rey, but I just call it the one with Rey. Episode 8 was the one with the those foxes, and episode 9 was the end of it all. Finally, you know, I love Star Wars and all, but let's face it, those last 3 weren't the greatest. It's all about the original trilogy for me. Even though I loved Rogue One, didn't really like Solo, you know? So it's kind of hit or miss. It's, you know, Disney-fied right now. But yeah, episode 6, Return of the Redeye. Actually, I see on camera right now, my eyes aren't that bad. But I do got the sleepy eye. I live in Iowa where they jail people, yet I could literally see Illinois from my house, and it's no big deal over there. Yeah, it's Chi-Town. They be smoking out there in Chi-Town. You know, there's smoke. Yeah, so next week, if you guys don't know, we do the show on Mondays and Tuesdays, 10 to 12 Pacific time, 1 to 3 Eastern Standard Time. But I am looking to open up my schedule a little bit more. I actually spoke to my jobs, and I'm starting to clear my schedule a little bit so I can have another day during the week to do another show. So maybe Monday. What I really would love to do is like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing, which gives me a day in between shows to write. Because like I'm realizing now, I wrote a bunch of stuff yesterday, which was all like really not that great, but I tried. And I realized that I need a day to recharge all that stuff. It's hard to fire all that stuff. I don't know how they do it on like late night shows and stuff. Coming up with, well, obviously they have like 20 writers. It's just me writing stupid stuff in the middle of the day. Hey, Mitchell Wayne in the house. What up? What's up, writers? Oh, by the way, guys, I changed a lot of the new people. If you're new here, let me drop the Discord link. I changed everybody's role in the Discord. So there was probably a lot of things that you couldn't see before. So if you haven't been to the Discord in a while, go check back. I changed your roles, so you have access to more of the rooms and things like that. So go in there, talk to each other, have a good time. And here is the link to the Discord there, if you have not joined the Discord yet. And if you guys haven't been watching the show, this is not a stock channel. I'm not talking I'm not stonking stomps. I'm not talking stonks. I'm not really talking crypto. You know, we do break it down every now and then, but you know, this is more or less just a blog, a comedy talk show type of thing. You know, I'm just here talking. Hopefully you guys are like doing something. You know, you guys are at work. You guys are working from home. Maybe you're at the office. Maybe you're driving, and you can just listen to me and vibe out. You know, I personally, for me, there's a time and place for music, and I can only listen to so much music. You guys know I love music, but I like to listen to like a talk show sometimes, especially in the morning when I'm like doing a lot of stuff. I like to just have someone in the background talking. I still listen to Howard Stern, and it's just nice to hear people talking, and it almost gives me the sense like I'm not alone, you know, which I know a lot of us are suffering from these past couple of years, especially if you've been working from home. I know a lot of people, when quarantine hit, you know, it was a paradigm shift. You know, you have to shift, you have to adjust, you have to pivot. That's the word they love to use, pivot. All of a sudden you're Zoom meeting and you're working from home, and you know, everything's home based now. You know, you don't go to Starbucks, you're making coffee at home. You don't wear the suit and tie anymore. You're wearing sweats and you're sitting at the office chair. And even if you're surrounded by family members, it could get old, and not old in a negative way. It's just it becomes redundant. It becomes the doldrums, you know, and you might live with the children you love, you know, and the wife that you're happily married to, but you sometimes need that other escape. You need another voice, you know, you need that other friend, you know. You used to go to the office and you would talk to multiple people, you know, and you just like, oh, you watched Survivor last night? Oh, yeah, you should vote him off. Oh, yeah, couldn't believe it, you know. Wherever you're at, or maybe you work in the service industry and you talk to customers, you know. That's how I used to get it out of my system. I would just talk to customers. Hey, that's a funny accent you got there, partner. Where are you from? You know, and just have a conversation with someone, and that's it. I'll never see him again. But we had this little thing. I got to get a little social, you know. So that's what my goal was on the old show, on the old channel, was to just be a companion, you know. Everybody knows I'm not the great trader. I'm not the professional day trader. You know, I'm not that guy. I'm the guy who just twucks. I do the talky talk and the jokey jokes. That's it. That's my specialty. You know, if you try to, you know, put me on a different direction, it's just not going to work out. You know, is some of the worst kind of shows that I've done this year is when I was out of my comfort zone, when I was not in my lane. You know, my lane is this. So that's why I came back with the show, is because I wanted to just be there. Even if it's for, like I said, 12 people, you know. I mean, this channel can only handle 25 people at the most. It tops out. If I get 25 viewers, 24 viewers, that's it. I can't have 26 viewers until I get to that next level of 1,000 subscribers or whatever. Which, by the way, congratulations to Nick Magnuson, and thank you guys, thank you West Side Riders for bumping him up to that next level. We talked about Nick Magnuson's channel. Nick Magnuson, an awesome supporter of us. Nick Magnuson was at 986 subscribers a week and a half ago. Went to his channel and noticed that he had 986 subscribers. Let's do this. Came on the show the next day, said, yo, everybody go over there, subscribe to his channel. He now has 1,000 subscribers, which means in the YouTube world, money. That's right, monetization. So if you guys have anything that you want to promote, if you have a website or you have a Twitter or an Instagram or a website, or, you know, a business that you do, whether it's arts. I know Cassie, you got some side businesses, things like that. Mitchell Wayne, I know that you have your son's music and your friend's music that you want to promote. DM me the links so I can set up a page. Basically, I'm going to set up a page for all of us to support each other. So if there's anything at all that you have that you want to get out there. Look, I don't have a huge following, but if we all work together and I put your website or whatever it is, or your Instagram in that section, hopefully we could get I think I have maybe 37 people on Discord. That'll be 37 extra followers that you didn't have before. And we'll all work together. My buddy Victor, AKA Torvik, you know, he was having a tough day. He texted me one day and said, you know, your chat is always moving, and my chat right now is like a ghost town. And I was like, oh, okay, well, hold on. Let me see what I could do, you know? And I put it out there in our Discord and said, hey, if anybody's around, like if anybody's not doing anything, do me a favor. Check out Torvik's channel. You know, he's streaming right now. He supports our channel. Let's support his channel. And guys, you showed up. You guys showed up on his channel, and he was so happy. He was so happy about it, because you guys got the conversation going. You guys got the back and forth, and he loves the back and forth. He's very good at responding to people and reacting to people, and that's what he needs. He can't handle the quiet room. So, you know, even though we have a small channel, you know, that little bit helps, especially when you're having a down day and you just want like somebody to just like talk a little bit, to just talk to you in the chat. So DM me those links, and I'm going to set up a channel where we could all go support each other. And, you know, just click on there and go over to Mitchell Wayne's website. Go over to, you know, Doobie's website. Go over to their channel. Subscribe. We'll all help each other out. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. You subscribe to my channel, I'll subscribe to yours. Marijuana is illegal in Kansas, but you could buy Delta 8 here. Delta 8, is that synthetic pot that like has people turn into zombies? Weird. Matthew Thompson, another one. Vum, ong. Hey, you know what's sad? What's sad is I want viewers so bad that I'll welcome the robots. Yo, robot, come and kick it. You know, just hit that like and subscribe. Robot man. Delete Matthew. Gotta run. Stop. The flat tires messing with your day. Oh, that sucks. Stupid flat tires. That sucks. I hate flat tires. I hate it. I like Fat Tire, the beer. Cassie, I want you to get 100,000 plus subbies. Hey, all in due time. When I first started doing this a couple of weeks ago, I had 80 subscribers. Today I have 125 subscribers. Look, that number pales in comparison to like what my last job had. And it pales in comparison to a lot of people's channels. But to me, to little old me, 125 subscribers is freaking huge. Huge. The fact that I've gotten over 25 subscribers in the last like 2 weeks, that's huge to me. You know what I'm saying? That's a big deal to me. So I'm going to keep on trucking. I enjoy doing this. And if you guys keep watching and listening, I'll keep doing it, you know? Yeah. Bye, Doobie. Sorry about the tire. Yeah, it sucks. Mitchell Wayne says, Nick Mag gang gang. Bam Britt, yep, your OnlyFans. We'll get people to go over there and subscribe to your OnlyFans. It's free now. Her OnlyFans is free. But there's a VIP section. Hubba. I reinstalled Twitch just to follow him after I uninstalled it because I was only following who I shall not mention. Oh, man. I really appreciate it. And he actually texted me. And he had said, like, you know, he basically had texted me and said how appreciative he was of us doing that. He was playing a game called Gears of War on Twitch. And I don't know if everybody here knows exactly what Twitch is, but, you know, it's a site where gamers can live stream their games. And Victor's been doing it for a long time. He's one of the original Twitch people. And he was doing Gears of War, and he even dressed up. Like, he even said, like, I wore the cosplay for the game, and I was playing the game in the cosplay. He says, I've been supporting this game for over 20 years. This game has a dedicated following of people. And the only people who were chatting with me that day were your subscribers. So, you know, basically he was saying, like, dude, this community that's supposed to be so big and supportive of these other gamers, they didn't even support them. You know who came through? The West Side Riders. That's right, baby. West Side Riders. That's right, Noof. That's right, Noofo. West Side gang, 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 gang. Booyakasha. I's be here with none other than me main man, West Side. I appreciate you guys. That's awesome, man. You guys really, really show up. And I think we can do this for everybody, you know? So, yeah, let me know in the Discord. DM me links if you guys want. Look, even if you're just starting out, hell, create something. Create something right now. You know, if you've been holding back, you know, because I know there's some of you out there who are holding back. You've talked to me before and you said, I want to create a channel doing this. Or I want to do a website doing this. Or I want to create anything that it is, do it. Do it right now. It's so easy. Sign up, you know, do your email, sign up for whatever site, and just make that first step and create it and just have it out there. And then if you have 0 followers, send me the link and we'll get you 25 at least, right? I mean, or at least 12, you know. I got maybe 40 people in my Discord, and if all 40 go to your site, that's an instant 40 subscribers. Or if you're like Nick Magnuson and you just need 14 more, we could propel you over the edge and get you that 1,000. I mean, I know that if I ever hit that milestone of 1,000, I would be so freaking happy. That would be amazing. One of these days. I have a plan on getting those 1,000 subscribers. but it's going to take a little bit of hard work for me. And I'm going to have to put myself out there. But right out here, there's a freeway on ramp, and I'm basically going to sit out there. There's a bunch of homeless people who line up on the freeway on ramp, and I'm just going to sit out there and beg for followers. I'm going to create a cardboard sign that says, I don't want money. Just please follow me on YouTube, Westside Weed Smoke, and just hold the sign out. And I don't care. I'll do it for hours and hours upon hours every day until I get the number. I'll make it my part-time job to sit there and panhandle for subscribers on the freeway. And when I tell you that I'm going to do this, it's not like, oh, Westside, he's so funny. He's, crazy jokes and ideas. No, it's literally something that I've been thinking about and planning and plotting. And it's something that I'm going to do, especially when the weather gets a little bit better. I'm not sitting out there in the cold. Hey, Jen Matt's in the house. What's up, Jen Matt? Good to see you today. I'm glad you can make it in. I hope you're doing okay. We didn't talk about the Super Bowl, Jen. How did you think about the LA Hams winning that stupid thing? We are disgruntled Niner fans. If you're a Niner fan, there's no possible way that you could ever, for an inkling, root for the LA Rams. Okay? There's just too much bad blood there. We hate the sorry-ass Rams. The Rams stadium is called Levi's South because we take that over as Niner fans. I'll tell you this. I will root for the Seattle Seahawks over the LA Rams any day of the week. I respect the Seahawks now. We've had battles, man. Niners and the Seahawks, man. Russell Wilson, Colin Kaepernick, Richard Sherman. Like, we were battling back in the day. And so now, now that we're past our primes, you know what I'm saying? Those glory days are over. I could respect the Seahawks. And I see, Russell Wilson playing. I say, man, I like that guy. I like Russell Wilson. I respect that man right there. I can't say that same thing for any Rams. Steve Marska, what's up? So I subbed to you, brother. Glad to see you back. Yes, I'm back. And I'm bad. Well, I'm all right. But yes, thank you. I noticed that you subscribed. Thank you guys for subscribing. If you haven't, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you guys can get the updates and you'll know when I come on. But it's always going to be Monday, Tuesday for right now until I change up the schedule. Monday and Tuesday, 10 to 12 Westside time. If you guys can, also don't forget to hit that like button. I don't really hammer you guys over the head with that, because I forget myself. But yeah, if you guys ever can, hit that like button. You guys know the notification bell will let you know whenever I go online. That's me panhandling in your chat. Sorry, not sorry. Panhandle all you want. Actually, I'm more of a busker. You know what I'm saying? I like to perform for my money, But yeah, that's my plan to get 1,000 subbies. And I think I'm going to pull it off. As a matter of fact, I think that once I start doing it, I might get viral because somebody somewhere is going to TikTok me or videotape me panhandling for subscribers, and that will make it even that'll compound it, because if you saw somebody panhandling for subscribers and you were holding your phone, wouldn't you take a picture of them? Wouldn't you videotape them? If traffic was moving slow enough, wouldn't you pop your camera out the window and talk to them a little bit and find out what the hell is going on with this person? So I imagine that not only am I going to get the subscribers from people looking at my cardboard sign, but I'll also get subscribers from people taking pictures and taking video of me holding the cardboard sign and posting it on their stuff. And it'll be, I'll get this just influx of subscribers. That's what I'm hoping. Or the police will just arrest me for, I don't know. Is that illegal? Can I do that? If they could ask for dollars, I could ask for subbies. Jen Matt says, I didn't like it one bit. Not sure how the Rams got to play at the Snoop Dogg concert. I love it, Jen Matt. I love it. That's hilarious. Not sure how the Rams got to play at the Snoop Dogg concert, but oh well. Oh, yes. Yes. I feel it. Bitter Niner fans. We're together on that. Bam Brit got to go. Bye. XOXO. 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 All right, Bam Brit. You have a good day. Good to see you. Don't forget to follow her Instagram and her OnlyFans. I may or may not be a follower. I'm just supporting her. I'm just supporting you guys. That's it. You know, nothing weird. I'll support anybody's stuff. I don't care what it is. Up in Smoke with Westside, Monday and Tuesday only. You know, I had these grand visions of like getting high on camera, you know, getting high. I had these grand visions of like smoking weed, you know, like Elon on the stream. Oh, how's he do it? I had these grand visions of smoking weed on the stream and like talking to you guys, but I realized on the old channel, I used to get high sometimes. You know, I'd take a break and I'd go smoke and I'd sit back down, and it is not conducive to having a good show. I've realized that. I like to get high and fall asleep. I don't like to smoke weed and perform for multiple people. So yeah, I thought I would have the show where it was just like I'll sit down and smoke blunts the whole time and chat and just be like, hey, what's up? What strain are you smoking, man? Cool, man, far out. Nah, this is what happens when I smoke weed. I smoke weed, I come back down and I'm like, so I was cleaning my bathroom and like there's these little plastic things on the toilet and it's like, what was I talking about? What was I saying again? And then my sister will be like in the other room. She'll be like, you were talking about cleaning your bathroom. I'm like, thank you, sis. Thank you, sis. You a real one. You a real one. Where is she? She's not here. She's not in the chat. Where's my sister? Sister from another mister, literally. Yeah, so the smoking weed thing, it doesn't work for me. I would have to do like a smoking weed show with a co-host who can fill in my gaps. Yo, hey, I got gaps. Yo, you got gaps. I got gaps. We fill each other's gaps. Yo. Would you support me if I did it? Only difference is I expect you to watch. I can't perform without you watching, Westside. If you had an OnlyFans, would I watch? D-Grant? Sorry. Would I watch your OnlyFans? Hell yeah. I'm all about it, man. Let's go. Are you going to perform live? Do I have to tip you? Oh my God. Sorry. I got to keep the sunglasses on. The light is too much. By the way, if you guys are just tuning in for the first time, I don't always wear sunglasses, but my headache and the light is just too much for me today. So I got to spectacle it up. Yes, D-Grade, I would 100% join your OnlyFans if it's free. If it's a free OnlyFans, if there's a VIP section, you know, I'd have to see some preview pics. You got to DM me some preview pics so I could see. You know what I'm saying? I got to see what's out there. That's what she said. I'll be your co-host, but I don't talk like that. You don't talk like that. You got this. Every time I take my glasses off, I realize that my eyes aren't as bad as I thought they were. I thought they were hella puffy today. Yeah, I would want to do a show, like a weed smoking show. You know who I want to do a weed smoking show with. You know who I want to do a weed smoking show with. Just Do. That would be the ultimate. Me and Just Do just ripping bongs and just plowing through blunts. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that man smokes. Well, he'll smoke me under the table. I can't hang. I'm like a two-hitter quitter, you know? Just need the tip from you, Westside. Just the tip. A double entendre. A double entendre. D-Grade, I've seen you in bed so many times. In your cabin. In your cab. Laying there with the dogs. I will work on the QR code. Oh, QR code. Ooh, QR code. That's what I need. That's what I need on my cardboard sign. A QR code that leads people here. Mitchell Wayne, the brains behind the operation. Thank you, Mitchell Wayne. Smart. I'd watch D-Grade's OnlyFans too. I'm sure everybody would watch D-Grade's OnlyFans. For sure. I was thinking like the only thing that had been thinking about all night of like topics that I could discuss on the show. I don't know why it kept coming into my brain. Was like fate, fate and chance, and like how I ended up here again. And I was telling someone a story about, just this full circle thing that I've gone through this year, and I know most of you guys kind of know the story, but maybe you guys don't know all the little details. And it's really, really weird how everything lined up and came all the way back around. And so I'm constantly like wondering in life, and I think a lot of us do too, is like when things happen to us, why? Why did that happen? If it's negative, if something negative happens, we're always like, why? We rack our brains. Why did that happen to me? We never really think about the other side of things, when we come out of that, when bad things happen to us or things that, just kind of upset us at the time, we could look at it and be like, man, that sucked. But you could kind of look down the timeline and say, oh, well, but this led me to a different place, and how much of that is fate? How much of that is chance? And when, so you could still be reeling from something that happened to you in your life, and maybe you haven't come out the other side yet. Maybe that fate hasn't had a chance to play out. Or maybe it was like a choose your own adventure book and you didn't take the right path. I'm constantly talking about that in my head to myself because I'm a stoner. So, everybody knows, everybody here knows where I came from. You guys know I came from this other channel. Well, I got that job. First of all, you guys know I was in LA. I quit my job, moved here to Portland, Oregon, or Vancouver, Washington, with really no savings at that point. No car anymore because I had sold my car. No friends. Only, really 3 family members. My 2 sisters and my stepmom. And I had, it was the middle of quarantine. Nobody was working. And I just needed to figure things out. And so I took that time to figure things out. For the first couple months, figuring it out meant smoking a ton of weed with my unemployment money and drinking my ass into a stupor pretty much all day long. This is how bad my drinking was when I first moved to Vancouver, Washington. I would keep a bottle of scotch downstairs so everybody could see what I was drinking. But then I also kept a bottle of scotch in my room in a glass. And I would publicly drink in front of everybody and be sipping. But if I wasn't drunk enough, I would go upstairs and take a couple more shots and then come down and publicly drink. So every night I was getting hammered, and people were looking at me like, he's only had 2 shots. Why is he so messed up? It's because I'm going upstairs plowing away half a bottle of Old Crow or something, And that happened for a couple months. When I first moved out here, it was October. That's my birthday month. And you celebrate from the 1st until whatever day is your birthday, and then a week after. So basically October is a wash, complete party. And you got to realize I had nowhere to go. I had no job. I had nothing to do. Drinking, smoking. That was my thing. November, Thanksgiving month, got a party all month for that one too. December finally came around and I really started feeling like I was doing some major permanent damage to myself. So I started tapering off the liquor. I didn't keep the bottle upstairs anymore. I just drank downstairs, which is, cutting back for me. And then when the new year rolled around, I said, okay, now it's time. I've been coasting for a couple months now. Now it's time to start taking life, seriously again. I got to get back to work. And I started looking for jobs, and it just it threw me into depression because I was like, man, I got to go back to work. I hated working. What can I do? What can I do to change this? And that's when I started learning about stocks and crypto, which led me to falling into this other channel where I just enjoyed watching and learning and chatting with the people on this stream. And I would kind of pride myself on, if I could write something funny enough for the host to read, that made my day right there. And I would wake up every morning, 6:30, and be right there with everybody, chatting with everybody. And I would, if the host or the host's wife would say anything, and I would quickly fire off a joke. And if they read that joke, and if I could make them laugh out loud or repeat my joke, which the host's wife had this amazing laugh. And if I could punch out a joke and get her to laugh, oh my God, that was it. Clap the laptop closed. I would go for a walk. That was my day right there, And it was also during the high times of GameStop and AMC, and everybody was making a lot of money. And, the call was put out one day. Somebody, one of the host on the channel said, we need some help around here. If anybody has any skills behind the mic, let us know. And I had sent a couple messages, talked in the chat about it, and sent a couple text messages and tried to get in communication, but they were busy, and it just wasn't working out, It just wasn't aligning. And one day I went, I would always go downtown Vancouver and do my stocks there at a coffee shop. So I looked important. And one day I was walking around downtown Vancouver and I saw this really classy barber shop called Tonsor. Beautiful inside. And the thing that I liked about it, there was no TVs. There was no sports memorabilia on the wall. There was no pictures of bikini babes. It was art and chess sets and books. And the back of the barbershop is a beautiful library. And it was all meticulously put together. And I said, I want to get my haircut here. And I went in for a haircut, and the barber, who was the owner, Hanif, basically told me, look, man, I got a client in a few minutes. I don't have time for you. And I said, man, look, I wear my hair up in a ponytail. All I need is for you to just hook up the sides, hook up my neck, because my back hair was growing into my neck hair, growing into my head hair, And he denied me. He said, no. I like to really give people a great experience. And I want to block off the amount of time. I want to take over an hour on your hair. I don't want to ever rush you through a haircut. And basically said, come back another time. And I was mad. I was upset because I walked out thinking, come on. You couldn't just hook up my neck real quick. Come on, man. And I was upset. And the upset feeling didn't last long because within 2 minutes of walking out of that barber shop, my phone rang and I got the call from this other show and they invited me to go on. If I was in the barber shop chair, if I was getting a haircut, I would have been wearing the smock and I wouldn't have checked my phone. I would have just heard the phone ring and I would have never answered it. And it might have started the back and forth again. And maybe I wouldn't have even had my opportunity, but I was there and I was able to answer the phone and talk to this person. And they invited me on to the stream. They said, you can go on for, we'll try you out for a half hour. That half hour turned into 7 hours, which turned into 9 months of broadcasting. Ups and downs. There were ups and downs, but all in all, it was a great learning experience. And I was given an amazing opportunity and I was given, it was a great opportunity, and I don't take anything negative away from the situation because this is where I start to talk about fate and chance. Through that, I found out that I absolutely love broadcasting. I didn't know how much I liked it. And I was in a place where I had no direction. I was given direction by this other channel. I was given, the confidence to do what I'm doing now, in which I found this is my passion. I absolutely love doing this. Absolutely love it. On days where I'm doing my stream, I think about it all night. I just want to bring just great jokes and great conversations. So I wouldn't give it up for the world. Even if there might have been some down times, wouldn't change a fucking thing. Through that, I met, in a kind of roundabout way, I met the girl who I'm dating now. I was able to show her the channel. I was able to bring her on, basically say, hey, check out this channel. And when we were kind of not even really getting to know each other, she was able to see this part of my personality. She was able to watch me on the stream, and even though we weren't in a relationship or anything like that at the time, she was able to kind of fall for me in a way because of me just being me just showing my personality and laughing. And she's basically told me later that she started falling in love with that person, so I wouldn't take any of it back. And then, I leave the channel and didn't really think I would start another stream. But all the people and all the friends that I have met that whole time reached out to me, and they said, like, hey, like, you were really good on the air. We want to hear more of that. When are you coming back? When are you coming back? And I had no plans on coming back. I had no plans, I didn't want to start from scratch. I didn't want to start from the bottom again. I didn't want to start with my 80 subscriber channel and try to get 1,000 subscribers. To me, it was too daunting. I wasn't willing to do it. But you guys reached out to me and said, like, look, man, like, I heard a lot of stories of people just saying, like, look, I was in like a depression, deep depression, until I had Westside to listen to every day, which I didn't know I had that kind of effect on people. People would say, you got me through some tough times. You made me laugh when there was no laughter. You gave me a companion where there was no companion in my house. So it pushed me to do this again. And once I started doing this again for the past couple of weeks now, I've realized, like, I really do love it. And I feel like I'm no Greta Thunberg. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making a huge impact on society. But like I said, if I could just talk to 25 people, cheer up a couple people a day, if I could crack one smile, if there's one of you guys out there that's having a bad day and I say something dumb, if I say something funny and you crack a smile and you get that, whatever was dragging you down, that it just kind of shakes off and you're like, things not so bad. If I could do that for one person a day, because sometimes that's all I need in my life is just to hear that one line, that one joke, someone say something that just gets me out of that funk. If I could do that for one person, it's all worth it. So through that experience, I met a girl. I found my calling. And now that it's all said and done, last week, I go apply for a job. I go on Indeed.com to apply for jobs. And who's hiring? But the barbershop. The classiest barbershop I've ever seen. We actually pick up the phone. We say, thank you for calling Tonsor, world's dopest barbershop. This is Johnny White. How can I help you? After that day that he denied me the haircut, but I got the job of my dreams, I made it a point to go back to that barbershop. Even though I had a bitter taste in my mouth, about being denied a haircut. I was a bitter buffalo. I went back and I got my haircut. And guess what? It was the greatest haircut I ever had in my life. And I got the most compliments that I ever got from any haircut ever. And that's been my barber ever since. And to make things come full circle, I now work at that barbershop. And it's awesome. It's an amazing job. The people there are super respectful. The clientele are great. The money's really good. And I think I actually want to start learning how to cut hair. So through it, I'm getting another passion here. You see where I'm going with this? It started at the barbershop, getting turned away from the barbershop. And then it led me down this crazy, crazy path. I'm right back at that barbershop, but I'm a completely different person now in 1 year's time. Literally 1 year time. I got an email from Robinhood yesterday congratulating me on my first investment 1 year ago. Last year, Valentine's Day, I was single and I had nothing to do. And so I just started investing on February 14th, 2021. So yeah, in 1 year's time, I went from that barbershop, getting denied from that barbershop, to actually working for that barbershop. And now I have a passion for broadcasting, and I just might have found the love of my life. So I don't 100% know what the whole purpose of me telling you that story is, but maybe if you could take something out of it, and if you could take anything away from it, it is don't focus too much on the present. Don't try to think too hard about the long game, But we always say in the stock market game, pull back, look at the bigger timeline. Don't just concentrate on that 1 minute chart, look at the daily chart, look at the years. And that's kind of what had happened to me is if I had been discouraged that first day, first of all, if I would have gotten the haircut, I probably wouldn't have had the job. I wouldn't have answered my phone, and we just would have not been in contact. Everything worked out for a reason, even though there were times where I thought things weren't working out. There were times where I thought things were over. So I don't know, maybe you guys are in a situation similar, or you're going through something in your life where you're just wondering, what does this mean? Why am I going through this right now? Why? If you're religious, you might be saying, why does God do this to me? Why are these bad things happening to me? Or why did this one event happen to me? Why am I in this position right now? I would say, just hold on. Just hold on. There could be a plan. There could be a master plan. It could be fate. Because, I don't know. I'm starting to realize that there's not a whole lot of stuff that's just left up to chance. If you see that move, you take it, you make it. Let me get back to the chat right quick. Sorry, I was just going off on a tangent right there, but I don't know. I've noticed that if I ever have a feeling to say something on the stream, I'm just going to say it, and hopefully there's a reason behind it. And hopefully somebody out there heard what I just said, and it's going to help them out. Just Do and You Talking Bud Farms NFTs would be a great show. I would love to do that. Don't feel bad, Westside. I am 58, and I'm finally starting to figure out the purpose of my life, I think. I love the I think. I'm with you, Joey. And I'm in my 40s. I thought that I would have it all figured out in my 20s. And then when I hit my 30s, I was upset at myself for not having it figured out. I was so hard on myself in my 30s because I was like, that's it. It's a wrap. I haven't figured it out yet. I'm in my 30s. Life is over. And I have not figured it out yet. What am I going to do? And then I reached my 40s and I realized, holy crap, life is long. It took me 40 years to get here. I might have another 40 years to go. Hell, I had a grandma that lived to almost 100 years old. That means I might have another 60 years on this planet to figure it out. I have time. We have time. I figured out myself when I couldn't go anywhere at 41, realized I think I was scared of letting out because I knew my family would not like it. Hey, that's a big thing. A lot of us are held back by family beliefs and the judgments of what we're doing. Me, my father, who at one, was very important in my life. He's my dad. He didn't really like the kind of art world all that much. When I say art world, I'm not talking like fine art, like, I love the brush strokes. I'm talking just like arts in general. My dad was always like, learn a craft, learn how to weld, learn how to, be a carpenter, learn a skill like that. And you'll always have a career. Or work for a corporation and just work your way up to the top and get good benefits. And then you retire after 30 years, which is cool. That works for some people. It didn't work for me. Never was going to. I was not that kind of person. At a young age, I always wanted to be an artist. I wanted to be a writer. I wanted to be a performer. And that previous generation weren't always so optimistic about somebody making money in the arts. And so I remember at a young age, I was like, hey, I want to go to art college, things like that. And my dad just wasn't really into it, you know. And sorry, Dad, if you do listen to this, because I know you do check out the show. I'm not trying to bag on you or anything. You know, it was just, that's the times. That's how you guys were raised. That's how that generation was raised. There was just no money in the arts, you know. Now we realize, you know, I mean, if you're growing up in the 50s and 60s, 70s, there was like what, 4 networks? You know what I'm saying? How much people could that feed? Now we see our cable channel. We have thousands of cable channels. There's thousands of internet channels, streaming sites, blogs, TikToks, everything. There's so many ways to make money in the entertainment field. It's a different world now. This is what people do. They create content. So yeah, I was pretty hard on myself at a young age because I thought I should have had it figured out earlier. You know, now I realize, man, we got forever. We got forever to figure this out. And I will say this: my father recently contacted me and said he likes the show, and he said, you know what? I really think that you found that thing that you're supposed to be doing in life. And I thanked him. I was just like, man, thanks, Dad. Like, I've never heard him talk like that before. I never thought that he would ever come around to this kind of idea, but it just took years of me working on this craft, writing, performing. You know, some jokes didn't hit. You got to stick and move. And I kept going for it. Kareen, amen, brother. Much love. Joey Salag says, Cassie, that's great. Jen Matt's 100% on that one. You got me through the toughest time of my life. Thank you. Thank you, Kareen. I mean, you guys got me through a tough times too. So, the barber is dope for not rushing it. It shows how much he cares about his craft. Oh, I saw one of the barbers do an 1.5 hour long haircut the other day. An 1.5 hour long on this one guy. And it was, I mean, when he got out of the chair, he was immaculate looking, amazing. You know, I mean, they really, really take care, take their time. Jim Matt says, good story. You should write a book next. Maybe. I could be king of all media. He can't give us more than we can bear. Yes, there is a plan for all of us. We are given life. It's up to us what we do with it. Jen Matt said, it helped me out. Thank you for sharing. All right. That's that one person. I got one person. Westside, thanks for always talking to me on the other channel. I could tell there's no hate in your heart. Nah. I only hate haters. You know, here's the things that I hate. I'll list them off in order. I don't like I hate pedophiles. I hate animal abusers. And I hate straight up racists. I'm a little racist, but not like in a hater way. I'm racist. Like, I know a lot of, you know, racist jokes, you know, and I laugh at stuff like that. But like when there's somebody truly, like, I'll make fun of my own race. You know, I make fun of my own culture all the time, you know. But racism can be kind of funny sometimes if you know how to say it, if you know how to if you could hit the punchline and there's not true hate in your heart. But someone who just doesn't like someone because they're brown or they're black or the shape of their eyes, I hate that. So yeah, those are the things I hate. Pedophiles, animal abusers, and straight up racists. Hate it. And I think we could all agree on that, right? Nobody's going to be like, hey, come on. Sometimes animal abuse is okay. No. No lie, it wasn't for Westside and the other channel and all those 90% chance I wouldn't be here on this planet. Hey, I could truly say that the audience and the channels gave me new hope for life. Like I said, when January hit, I got depressed because I was like, man, what am I going to do? What am I not only going to do for work? What am I going to do for the rest of the month? What am I going to do for the rest of the year? What am I going to do for the rest of my life? I don't know. I didn't have the calling. I was getting really down, really, really down. And I also knew like there was not going to be another stimulus check and my unemployment was going to run out at some point. What do I do after that? And I was given a new lease on life. Just given, you know? So that's why I bring that story up. I'm not trying to brag or anything like that. I'm just trying to share my story and say, if you think you're lost, don't get too down on yourself. You just haven't come out that other side yet. Whatever's been happening to you, I really believe that there's just this kind of plan out there. Now, That doesn't mean that you could just sit back on your laurels. Where are the laurels anyway? Is the laurels the ass? I always hear that. You're sitting on your laurels. But don't just sit on your laurels and expect everything to just fall in your lap. It doesn't work that way. You have to take the chances. That's what I've learned. My thing is, there's a song on Wyclef Jean's first album, The Carnival. And the name of the song is called Song Fizi, which is, it's Haitian. It's the Yasakape Mashinyok Song Fizi. But in there, the whole song is in Haitian, except Lauryn Hill sings the hook. And the hook says, see, the path we refuse is the path we should choose. And it always was in my head, and Lauryn Hill can just make everything sound awesome, but she's also has this prophetic way of singing and speaking that always made me pay more attention. And I remember whenever I would come to things in my life, like these crossroads, I would always think of that line. The path we refuse is the path we should choose. Meaning, don't just take the easy path. Challenge yourself. If that you got these two paths and one looks kind of tough, why not go for it? Challenge yourself. Put a couple obstacles in front of you. It'll make you tougher. You don't want to just sit back and relax and coast and just think that everything is going to fall in your lap, because it won't. And you'll look back and you'll say, oh, I had the opportunity to do that and I didn't, because it was too hard at the time. Oh, I was going to do that, but at the time, it's just, I didn't want to spend the money, or I didn't want to do the work. But when you do, you take that path that you would initially refuse, man, it could really pay off. It could really pay off. So if you guys are in a situation like that, man, keep moving ahead. You know what I'm saying? Keep your head up. Keep the positivity going. Hell, talk to us. Talk to the chat. Talk to the community. Talk in the Discord. DM me. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk. We could talk it out. Westside talk it out. Now Westside talk it out. Now Westside talk it out. Now Westside talk it out. I'm all about it, man. Like I said, I bring up mental health all the time on this channel. And I know, there's probably people who are like, this is becoming a mental health channel. No, I just like to talk about mental health, because if we bring it up all the time and we normalize it, no one would feel bad about bringing up their mental health. No one would feel bad about it. There's a song by B.O.B., the rapper B.O.B., and he has a line in the song says, let's compare your emotional baggage to my emotional baggage and see which one of us calls each other bitch fastest. Meaning, in the streets where I'm from, the streaks, and especially like masculine culture, when another man lets you know his emotional baggage, the other guy isn't always receptive to that. It's always usually like, oh, man, you a bitch, man. You would be a pussy. You fucking crybaby, dude. Fucking depression, But I like to bring it up because the more we talk about it, the more open people will feel about saying it. And then one day you're going to have that person who's just had this shell around them. They're super hard. And they never talk about their feelings. And they're going to say, well, shit, everybody else is talking about their feelings. I'm going to open up and let you know their problem. Let you know what's bothering them. And then we respond. We talk it. We have a little conversation. And we come out the other end feeling better. That's why therapy is such a big deal. My family was dysfunctional. I had the freedom to do whatever I wanted. I was ripping and running at an early age on my own at 16. Didn't know and still don't know what to do. And I'm 53. Yo, I feel you. Hey, there's another bot. What's up, Gory? Ulaki. Ulaki, my stream. So, yeah, that's my heavy-handed stuff for the day. I like to come out. See, when you watch the show with Westside, you know what I'm saying? It's like this. We go up. We'll do some jokies, and then we'll come down here and we'll get real. We get real. You know what I'm saying? The real world. I like to do that. That's how I like to do it. That's how I conduct my show. We'll keep it real for a second, and then we'll tell a couple jokes, and we'll go back to being real. And that was Westside's real moment of the day. Now we could go back to doing all the dumb stuff. This is the rhythm of the night. Oh, night. Oh, yeah. Man, I'm kind of out of practice with the dolphin thing. But yeah, I just wanted to get that. That was the one thing that I wrote. Okay, so 3 things I'll show you guys. The 3 things that I wrote today are as follows. Fate versus chance. Little plastic things on the toilet. And my stupid chicken joke. Chick-fil-A, Christian, Pope yes, Catholic, church is chicken. That's the show right there. That was it. That's all I wrote. But I knew I wanted to talk about fate versus chance. And we did. That was it, man. That's where's the likes? Yeah, Gory. What's up, Gory? Hit that like button, you freaking robot. So yeah, that was it. We're at 11:40. I got about 20 minutes left on the stream, so we'll just kind of chill with it. But yeah, I'm out of material for the day. So how about that? Now the realest thing I ever heard you was still in Jack Black's. Why'd you retract the message? Stealing. Oh, okay. Stealing Jack Black's. I didn't steal it. I palmed it. All right. I was doing sleight of hand. So embarrassing because he's such a hero of mine. And I did one of the most gauche moves you can ever do is not give the credit card back to the customer. First of all, if it was a regular customer and I forgot to give them their credit card, that would embarrass the hell out of me. Even if it was a regular Joe Schmo customer and I forgot to give their credit card, I would be all apologies. Okay? But this just happened to be a celebrity who was pretty much at the top of his game right then at the time. And I kept his credit card. In my hand. He made me sweat when I saw him. Like I saw Jack Black right there and I started sweating because I was just like, oh, Jack Black. I am a huge Jack Black fan. I love Jack Black. I would even say part of my style is a Jack Blackish kind of style. His name is Jack Black. My name is John White. Well, Johnny White. But think about that. Jack Black and Johnny White. Yo. Jack, reach out. Let's do a show. Black and white. Fate versus chance. 10 out of 10. Really enjoyed that story. Wow. Thank you, Jen Matt. That's very, thank you so much. Very complimentary to me. Half the time I say things, half the time I'll write down notes and I'm going to speak on the show and I don't even know if it's going to hit, I don't know if it's going to take. I was having this conversation with the woman that I'm dating, and she was saying that there were times when she would listen to me, and she was talking about things that I had talked about months ago, and I was just like, wow, there was so many times you guys don't even know. Like I'm sitting here in a chair by myself, talking into a computer with a microphone in front of me, but my house is empty. My house is completely empty. You could hear the crickets. Watch. Crickets. So there'd be times where we would have hundreds of people in the chat room. On a channel with, thousands and thousands of subscribers. Hundreds of people in the chat. And I would talk to people and people are chatting back with me and we're having a great time. And then all of a sudden, the show's over. And I turn off the stream and I turn off my mic, clap my computer closed, and I would just be in a house by myself. And I would go and every day, I say the same thing, go outside, get that good sunshine on your skin, get that good air in your lungs, go down and touch some water. Because at the time, that's what I did every day after the stream. Call someone you haven't called in a while. Every day at the end of the stream, I would get dressed and I would go walk down to this little forest area. I would get that good sunshine on my skin. I would get the good air in my lungs. And I would walk all the way around the forest until I found the creek. And there was like a little stream down there. And I would go down to the stream and I would always wash my hands in the stream and look like pull rocks out of the water and just look at rocks. And I would do that for probably 2 hours every day after the stream. And then on my way back home, I would pull out my phone and I would call someone I hadn't called in a while. And that's how I refreshed my batteries every day. But it was very lonely. And so there was times where I'd be talking to hundreds of people and I would always wonder, I wonder if anybody's like even listening. You know, like, is anybody remembering these things, or are they just like disappearing as soon as I say them? Like, how impactful are these words? And to hear someone months later bring up a conversation that I had, you know, in April, you know, and say like, oh, I thought that was really funny when you said that, or, you know, you really helped me out when you had this conversation in, you know, in September or something, you know. And it's like, really? You remember that? I don't even remember that. So I'm glad. I'm glad that you guys are, I'm glad that I'm being heard. You know, it definitely makes me feel less lonely and more, useful. Yeah. That it's not just all jokes and it's not all just fun and games, but maybe I'm making an impact with somebody out there somewhere, you know? D-Grade, can you hop on the mic and tell your Tiger King story? Yo, we're going to have D-Grade on here for sure. No one wants to hear that. I want to, we just got to have we got to check in with you guys every now and then. Actually, I had a conversation with somebody last night about bringing people on the air and how to go about it. So I'm probably going to get a new phone pretty soon, and I'll have a separate phone number, and you guys can call me up in the middle of the show, and I'll just pick up your call. You know, I'll pick up your call. And we'll talk. I'll put you on speakerphone and you can just talk like any radio show. Take live callers. Caller, where you from? Where you calling from? This is D-Grade. I'm in Peoria. Hey, what's up, D-Grade in Peoria? How you doing? Hey, first time, long time. You know, one of those type of things. Let's do it, right? What have I got to lose? Nathan. Jack Daniels is my best friend. Joey says, Jen Matt, so true. True. Kareen says, it don't matter if you're black or white. Remember that black and white video, black or white video, and like Macaulay Culkin was in it, and like at the end they did the face morphing thing, and everybody was like, oh my God! Oh my God! Did you see the black or white video? They've morphed the faces. What kind of sorcery is that? Oh my God. I've never seen special effects that good in my life. Oh my God. How do they do that? How do they do? Now we look at it like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like we got Avengers, we got Thanos, and like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like oh my God, we progressed really fast as a society. D-Grade should come on and tell us all the crazy things he sees on the road for sure. For sure. That's a nut I'm willing to crack. What, like the fact like I'm missing part of my mirror and I'm trying to figure out why or how. Cassie, LOL, I named a horse Jack Daniels because he was jet black like the label on the bottle. Kareen says, we are good listeners. You are good listeners, you know? You guys are very good listeners, you know? I appreciate you. Appreciate you all. 16 likes. Nice. By the way, let me show off my shirt real quick. I'm very, very proud of my shirt. My man, the champ, Muhammad Ali. Knocking out that Sonny Liston, that bum. Let's hear D-Grade roadkill score. Let's do that. Yeah. You got about 3 raccoons, 2 possums, 14 squirrels. Do snakes count? Snakes count. I was driving one time through the desert in Arizona, and the snakes will come and lay in the road. And as a child, I never, not like I was a child behind the wheel, but, you know, I was like 17 or whatever, and my dad was in the passenger seat. And I remember driving over a bunch of animals because the animals would come in from the desert and go onto the road to warm up. And I remember driving as a kid, and I think I had said something, oh my God, Dad, there's animals in the road. And I remember plowing over a bunch of animals, you know, snakes, prairie dogs, hamsters, or, you know, whatever wild hamsters are, you know. And I remember my dad saying, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. You didn't jerk the wheel. You just drove over them. That's what you got to do. That's right. Just drive over them, D-Grade. You do it. I bet you D-Grade's ran over a lot of snakes. It counts. Do I get a point for each wheel? Do I get a point for each wheel? All right. Half the truck, 18-wheeler. That's 9 snakes right there. 4 birds, 1 owl, 1 bat, I think 2. One time I found a bat when I was walking to school, me and my friends were walking to school. Like we were around that age, like Stand By Me age. You know what I'm saying? Like we would have like went to the canal and found a body or something like that if it was possible. I remember we were walking to school and there was a bat in the grass, and we didn't know what to do with it. We were boys, so it was not like we were really afraid of the bat, even though thing could have given us rabies. So I remember we took the books. We like used our books and scooped it up onto a book. It was still alive. It was just like kind of like a baby bat, just like there, And I remember we were walking with it in this book. It's like in the book, just like sitting there, And we're walking, and we get to school grounds, and we're gonna take it to the. This is how we think, right? Idiots. Us boys, we're gonna walk it, and we're gonna take it to the science class, right? Because the science teacher will know what to do with the bat, right? Yeah, because the science teacher at school is an actual scientist. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I got older, I realized that a teacher, most teachers are just teachers. Like, they studied teaching. They didn't study science. It wasn't like this dude was a PhD in astrophysics. He was just a teacher. He didn't want anything to do with a damn bat. Remember, we get to the door of the science class, and the door was locked. And we're waiting there with this bat in a book, and then all of a sudden the science teacher comes walking around, and we're like, hey, teach, whatever his name is, science teacher, hey, Mr. Kate, look what we got right here. We found a bat, and the dude freaked out. He was like, oh, what the hell, man? And like, I was expecting the teacher to be like, it looks like that's a western prairie bat. Usually dwells in, like I thought he would like have all the information for us, like a bathyologist or something like that. He got scared. He freaked out. He was like, oh my God, what are you doing? Get that thing out of here. Oh my God. And we were like, oh no, like let's give him a home. Like, can we put him in a cage? Do you have a cage? Do you have something we could put him in? He was like, no, get that out of here. Go to the football field. Let it go. And I was like, oh, it can't fly. It can't fly because it had those claws, and it was just like walking on the grass, like pulling itself, like little tiny feet, just like walking like that and pulling itself along. We were like, oh, it must be injured. It can't fly. No, take it over there. Take it to the soccer field. Get it out of here. Get it off school grounds. Go. And now, like, dude's totally overreacting. Like, this bat's like completely harmless. It can't even fly. And as soon as like I thought that, the bat took off and flew. And it was just like flying around us and like circling us and like bumping into a wall. And then it just like flew off into the freaking abyss. The point of that story is, if the teacher had the door unlocked, we would have brought it into the classroom, and we would have brought a live bat into the classroom, and it would have been flying. It'd probably still be in there. It'd probably still be in that room. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you get a bat out? Trash pandas. Is that a raccoon? Trash pandas are mean. I used to live trap and release far away from my barn. They look really cute, I think we as humans kind of get we get confused when we see an animal use its hands, Like that humanizes an animal. If we see an animal and it has hands, and they're like, playing with stuff and washing and eating, like otters and raccoons, they like to use their little hands and they like to like wash stuff and like, we humanize them, but like in reality, like the raccoons are not like Miko from Pocahontas, they're evil creatures, like possums, evil, nasty little creatures. We were talking about otters months ago, and I thought otters were cute. They got the clams and they got their hands and they groom each other and stuff like that. Dude, otters are freaking mean. I didn't know about it, but somebody in the chat one time was like, oh yeah, you think otters are so cute? Google otter versus the monkey, and you'll see how cute otters are. There's a video of a monkey going around slapping otters. First of all, I don't know what zoo this was where there's otters and monkeys coexisting. You know what I'm saying? This just seems like two polar opposite animals. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the wild, are otters and monkeys usually around each other? It just doesn't seem right? But there's this enclosure, and there's monkeys running around, and monkeys, they're jerks. Let's face it, Monkeys are like our closest relative. Think about how bad we are. We're jerks. Humans are jerks. We're terrible to each other. Homicide, genocide, all this kind of stuff that we do to each other. Well, monkeys are just like that, except they don't have guns or thumbs, So this monkey is walking around slapping otters, like for real. There'll be like an otter and just minding his own business. He'll walk up and grab the otter, and grab the otter and shake it and throw it. He'll walk up to another otter and slap it open face like a Nick Diaz, like give him a Stockton slap. The monkey was being a jerk, okay? And I'll tell you right now, the monkey deserved what he got. Monkey sitting there messing with the otters, and guess what? He slips and falls into the otter pit. Oh, Nelly. Oh, my God. If you have not seen the footage, it's not like you don't get to see, like, it's not like a shark attack where, the monkey gets ripped apart, because you can't even see the monkey at a certain point. The monkey falls in, and all the otters are like, hey, monkey just fell in. Remember he slapped you? Get him. You can't even see the monkey anymore because the otters swarm him so bad. And it's just like, they're just jumping on him, pushing him in, holding him under the water. And just a ball of otters. And every now and then you see a monkey reach up, and you hear a monkey, ah! And you see all the other monkeys lining around like, ah, 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 ah. But there's nothing they could do. Not one monkey was willing to like jump in and save his friend. You know what I'm saying? They just were watching and like, ah, ah. So yeah, don't just trust an animal just because they have human hands. That's all I'm saying. That was the whole point of the show today. that was the whole point. There we go. Show's over. Let's see. Oh my God, I was in Coney Island with my two friends and I was around 18 and a bat must have gotten blinded by all the lights and it flew down and went on my girl and she whacked it off her. Ugh, gross. You imagine that? Ugh. Like you just went like, ugh. I'm afraid of moths. All right. I'm afraid of moths. So I wouldn't imagine like if a bat came at me. Dolphins are evil. Dolphins are evil. Well, they're smart. I think evil comes with intelligence, right? Because if you're just like dumb, you don't do things that are evil. Evil. That's why they say evil genius. You never hear, dumb genius. Or evil dumb. It's just not like that. Evil is intelligence and genius. You got to be smart to be evil because you know better. That's what evil is. You know right from wrong and you choose the wrong. That's evil. I had a black and white fluffy cat when I was little, went to the garage to change the laundry, saw a wee critter laying in the dryer. I assumed it was my cat. Turned out it was a skunk. Oh, nasty. Poor skunks, man. They just trying to find love. Oh oui, mon chéri. Monkeys are evil too. Just know I'll never work with any type of primate again. Nufo says wild opossum are pet friendly. Really? They look so like. Don't trust animals just because they have hands. Yes, Jen Matt. Look. At the end of every show, I have my Jerry Springer moment, where I bring everything full circle. And that's the lesson for the day. Just because an animal has little tiny human hands doesn't mean they can be trusted, okay? We all know you don't trust someone with little tiny hands, huh? Joking. Joey, it happened so quick. We was drunk and it was high. It was the weirdest shit. I heard you say I'm afraid of mods. I'm afraid of moths. Sorry, moths. Dolphins kidnap baby penguins and take them down to the sea to do things and drown them. Really? Oh, man. Penguins don't have it bad enough. It's a flightless bird in the middle of the cold. They don't have it bad enough. Dolphins are kidnapping baby penguins. That's messed up, man. I'm going to Google that, though. I'm going to Google that and find out if that's real. Hey, Torvik, there's Torvik. We were talking about Torvik earlier. Thank you guys for following his channel. Don't forget to support each other. You know what I'm saying? DM me. Please, guys. DM me If there's anything you want me to promote, I'm going to work on that this week. I'm going to set up a channel in the Discord where we support each other, and hopefully you guys will pop into that room and just go to everybody's site and just give them a follow, give them a like, give them a comment. It helps us out so much. You know, that's the difference between me having 80 subscribers and 125 subscribers. And if we all work together, like we all get good together, we could build up Torvik's Twitch. We could build up Nick Magnus's channel. We could build up Bam Britt's OnlyFans. We could build up Kareen's cooking channel. You know what I'm saying? And just lift it up. You know, 20, 30, 40, 50 people at a time. It's all, you know, we're all going to help each other. We all support each other here. No matter what you do, man, this is a place for creativity and love and positivity and all that good shit. My uncle had a spider monkey. He took it everywhere with him. Once it attacked his ass, he got rid of it. Oh, possums are sweet, actually. Really? See, I don't like spiders, so I wouldn't mess with no spider monkey. Just not my thing. So yeah, always remember to support each other, guys. You know, we're all about that around these parts. And hell, I think I put in my work, put in my 2 hours. I think we're done for the day. You know that song. When the song comes on, you know it's time to wrap it up. You know, wrap it up. Thanks for hanging with me today. You know, let's remember that fate versus chance. You know, if you think too many things are happening to you at a time, just kind of focus on the bigger picture and realize that maybe you're just, maybe these things are happening for a reason, and you're gonna come out the other side. And it's gonna be positive. You know what I'm saying? And if you are going through something, reach out to us. Reach out to me. Talk to each other. I'm always there. I'm always ready to talk to you guys any time of day. If you guys message me or send a message in the Discord, you know everybody bands together really well there. So don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Keep your head up. Keep your chin up. We're all gonna get through this. We've gone through tough times for this. We're gonna come out the other side. We do it together. Big possum go for real when you pick them up. I live trap them out with a baby. And I release a couple fell off her back. You know the song? Shout out to my man Steel Found for letting me use this song. I'm on my way. Go ahead and find his music on iTunes. He's got an amazing song called Millions and Days. And have a good day, everybody. And if you can, go outside. Get that good sunshine on your skin. Get that good air in your lungs. Go down and touch some water. Get grounded. And on your way back from the hike, call someone you haven't called in a while. Call your grandparents. You know what I'm saying? Make their day. And guess what? You're going to feel better afterwards. I will see you guys next week. And we'll do the same thing again. Because that's what we do around here, right? Let's keep that positivity rolling day and night, 24/7. And I will see you guys. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Just put me low key, I may want you, girl, when you're bad. Same was hard with your day, with you now. You open the door and the man walked out. He said he got tired of the
yeah, shit, man. Go Niners, baby. Some ground with the feet, with the ball, got your ear to the phone. Thanks for stopping by today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm on my way. I can't wait to be back here on Monday. You know I love you guys. I love doing this. I'm on my way. But I gotta go finish cleaning my house.